Okay, we're back live again. Hopefully, we hadn't lost everybody.
Well, I don't see nobody in, so maybe they gave us a little time. They'll start jumping back in. Boy, it's a lot of work for an old man. The shop don't seem like it's as far down there till you go start running back and forth. This is the first time we've had this kind of a problem. We've seen other presenters have problems and they straighten theirs out. So I hope we did the right thing. Hope we didn't run everybody off. Did you tell everybody we back
Yeah,
on?
we had to go off and it come back. So
Come
now
back.
I'm gonna have to get out of here.
You tell everybody we had to go off and come back.
Yeah,
Well, maybe they'll find us.
yeah, maybe they will. Hopefully so. If not, we'll just sit here and relax for a little bit.
Yeah.
Now, Steph and them may have just went ahead and headed to the market.
Well, yeah. I don't blame them. They got a busy day ahead of them today.
Yeah.
All the canning and all that they're going to have to be doing.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll have to get in there and finish with those peppers I started yesterday. They should be flash frozen so that I can bag them up now. I think our problem was is inside your shop. There's
Yeah.
enough metal there that it was blocking our signal from our modem.
Yeah. Well, I've recorded from my shop, but that's making a video, though. I've never
Yeah,
tried to do live from it. So,
I know there's been a few times when I've tried to look something up down there. I didn't have a good enough signal to look something up.
well,
So we'll just have to. We'll know that that won't work
yeah.
for us.
Now we know the shop's off limit for doing our lives, that's for sure.
Well, at least that sun moved a little bit, so there's not quite so much glare here.
Yeah. Well, when I first hooked this up, all you can see just whiteness. That sun was just blocking everything out.
Yeah. Which it's nice to see because it rained solid all day yesterday, like Donnie said was going on where he is.
Yeah.
But then it has eased off. We're getting a little bit of a break during the day. But I know later in the afternoon we've got some uh, possibly bad storms moving in.
Well, that's what the weatherman's been predicting anyway.
Yeah. So we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah. But babe, I don't think people have been able to find us. We ain't had nobody jump in.
We can just wait around and see. It could be that when they didn't get the message when we ended the other one that we were going to try to restart, and there was just a couple of people in anyway.
Well, those couple of people just as important as 100 people.
There. Hey, Donnie, you found us.
Yeah, we had to move the operation back to the porch. My shop wouldn't let nothing go through.
It's blocking our signal too much. Glad Glad you stuck around and refound us.
Yeah. We was kind of wondering if we didn't lose everybody. So I figure Step and Skip, they probably went ahead and headed out to the market, which they're going to be pretty busy today, but doing canning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Hillbilly said we were buffering a lot. I try to watch our live stream on my phone because it's easier to see what people are typing in. And I could tell because my phone was buffering. And which it's just far enough away from the house and inside a metal building, it was really blocking the signal a lot. And so we know now he might can do a video down there, but we can't do a live down there.
No, I've been doing some of my videos down there, but I never did think about uh, not being able to do a live. So we know that's off the table now. Well, they say try and error. You learn from your tries. Well, we learned one thing. We learned that you can't go down there.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, we're supposed to have some storms come in tonight. So, but yesterday it rained all day long. Yesterday here.
Mm-hmm. All night and all day.
Yeah. And the sun popped out. It had the front porch just where you couldn't really see anything. So that's why we tried to move it down to the shop so it wouldn't be so bright.
I guess we went by just enough time that the sun has moved behind the trees a little bit. So that helps a little bit here. And hopefully we won't be buffering too bad on anybody.
Yeah. I guess if you want to, babe, in case we didn't get our shout outs on the deal, we go ahead and re-shout these people out that we've gotten sub to and sub to us.
Well, I can reread those. I'll just read over them real fast and then we can do one thank you to everybody. We had said something about we'd gotten several new subs over the last month or so. And so we want to give a big thank you to Hound Dog, Gret Hunter, Brutal Enough, Trucking Piper, 68 Saw Gunner, and Trenton Aldrich.
I want to thank all you fellas for your subs.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it.
And I know there's others that have subbed us recently. It's just we haven't been as active on YouTube lately and hadn't kept up. So sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, but since the summer's over with and the lawnmower season's over with, I'll have a little more time. So that'll help out a whole bunch.
I know what you mean. You had it nice there yesterday. We had it lousy. Today you've got yesterday's rain from us, I think. Nobody said yesterday was a great day for them.
Oh.
But that it's raining a lot there today. I tell you what, there's just enough wind and got enough leaves falling. It sounds like it's raining sometimes.
That's the truth.
And going back to kind of our old format that we used to use when we did lives regularly, we've got some prayer requests that we wanted to bring up. One thing, Everett, the urban hermit, father had a bad heart scare. He's supposed to be having bypass surgery sometime soon.
Yeah.
I know Everett is offline because he's there with his dad, and he doesn't have much way to get on to keep folks posted and like that. But we want to keep them in our prayers that everything goes good for them.
Yeah.
SoCal Piper's wife had a scare the other day. Actually, from what I understand, it happened while he was doing a live show, and he had to stop his live and run her to the hospital. Fortunately, she's okay and home and doing better. So
that's good
prayers for
news.
her continued good health. SMR, Slow Mo Randy, wife Jean's dad's in the hospital. Got some bad pneumonia that they're trying to get worked out. And so we're uh, praying for them that everything goes okay with them. And we've had John in our prayers for quite a while. But we just saw a video he put up this morning. He's finally seeing enough improvement. He feels like getting back online. He still has his seizure problems, and continue prayers for that. But especially prayers that he can continue with his improvements.
Yeah, we really like old John. He's quite a character, doing a great job on his pipes, and we hope him a lot of success on that. And also want to say, give Ethan a little bit of a shout out there.
Now, we appreciate him keeping us
Posted
informed.
Yeah.
With his YouTube Piper's Care that he does just about every week.
Yeah, he does it every week. So if you really want to get some updates on the health of everybody, who's in the hospital and who's not in the hospital, go over to Ethan's channel. It's
Parsimonious Piper.
Parsimonial Piper, and his he does his care channel, I think, once a week.
Yeah. No, Smoking Syed. Glad you found us again.
Yeah. Sorry about the mix-up. We had a little shop difficulties, I guess you could call it.
The shop works okay for recording, but there's so much metal down there, it doesn't let the signal come through good enough for the live. Well, hey, Ron, how you doing this morning?
Oh, Ron. He's up awful early this morning. Oh.
Glad you could join us. Hope Pam's doing okay.
They're supposed to have that bad storm come in sometimes late tonight, so I hope you and Pam are back home and all snuggled in before it hits. You said y'all had to go somewheres today or something. But Ron, I found out something while I got you on here. We got a fairly new presenter that's been coming on, Papa Bear. I'm sure you've probably seen him. He's living here in Oklahoma. I think he said he's from around somewheres in Arkansas, or used to be in Arkansas. But want to understand, he's not too far from us. So maybe we three can get together and have a good smoke with each other. He asked about the pipe show over at Siloam. He said he goes over quite often, and he'd like to know a little bit more about it.
So I sent him some information so he can look them up.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get to meet up with him sometimes.
Hey, Skip. Good to see you.
So you're back home for a while, huh, Skip? We're going to have to get caught up on those honeydew jobs, I guess. That's the most bad thing about when you're away from home, them jobs build up. Lord knows mine's built up. I tell you what, we got so many cotton picking leaves falling. It's going to be a job getting all these leaves raked up and burnt. I usually dread this time of the year just because of that. I like the weather, but I don't like the leaves.
No, there's some areas it's not a big deal if they accumulate, but there's others where it can be.
Well, when you live out in the middle of the woods, what can you expect?
That's true. That's true.
But hopefully, I've made things a little easier. I bought me one of those yard sweepers. I guess that's what you call them. That you pull behind your riding mower and it picks up the leaves. So I hope that'll make that job a lot easier.
Yeah, not as much hand raking.
Yeah, that hand raking wears you out. That and blowing them.
Hmm.
Because I can blow them everywhere but where I want them.
Wind takes them right back where they was.
Yeah.
Plus, it'll give us a whole lot more to work that into our compost area.
Well, yeah. That way.
Actually, we might get out there and actually use the little tiller to break that compost down pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know, kind of rocky right in there though.
And we don't have to go very deep, just through the compost.
Yeah.
Might be easier than hand turning it.
Yeah, we're going to try to get some stuff ready for our garden next year. We're hoping to raise a better garden than what we had this year.
Yeah, about the only thing that did real good this year was the peppers, and I still got peppers out the wazoo.
Yeah, it's hot and picking hot here. Our garden didn't hardly stand a chance.
Yeah, hot and dry. We went through one of the biggest droughts they've had in the area in quite a while.
Yeah, we you didn't mention Papa Bear on that new list, so
He messed up just long enough ago that
didn't show up.
it didn't show up because it only let me go back so far looking for people.
We appreciate Papa Bear's sub if he has. I can't hardly remember who sub or not because we've been having to go in and resub to everybody. I know Bass Piper said that he thought we was subbed to him, but he didn't know for sure, and we was
At one time.
at one time. YouTube decided to just about unsub us to everybody. I think we had probably about a handful of people when we discovered that YouTube had unsubbed everybody. So now we're having to go through.
We're going back through and resubbing a lot of our old friends, plus anybody new that comes in.
Yeah. So that's kind of been a royal pain in the rear because YouTube, I don't know what their reason was, whether their computer made a file up and wiped us out or what. But we're getting there.
Yeah, it says they keep forecasting rain there, and then they take it off the forecast, so they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's the way ours is.
Yeah.
Usually they say.
Usually here they say it's gonna rain, and it don't, and it don't, and it don't.
Yeah. Must have caught a whiff of some pollen or something. Stirred my nostrils up. But overall, we've been having a good week and everything. We've kind of been trying to catch up on a few people and listen to some new presenters. I'll tell you what, we've got a lot of good new presenters coming in, and that's good.
Okay. Mom says Pam's doing okay, but feeling a little iffy. She was going to go over to Elena's to watch the football game, but maybe calling her to come there instead.
Who's this?
Ron.
Oh, Ron?
Ron and Pam.
Oh,
Because I'd asked how Pam was doing.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Sharon.
Well, hey, Sharon.
We're doing all right. How about yourself?
I hadn't heard from Sharon in a while. How's Paul doing, Sharon? The liking that new ambulance job?
Yeah, I heard him say last night that he had finally finished his training.
Did he finally finish his training? Back when I first started driving an ambulance, all you had to have was a driver's license. Of course, I got grandfathered in back when I drove the ambulance and everything, because I was the first EMT in the state of Arkansas at one time, and when Arkansas started going to a lot of the ambulance services.
Mm-hmm.
Used
Instead of what they just called the old meat wagon.
the old meat wagon from the fire department. It was either the fire department had the ambulance service, or it was the funeral home that had the ambulance service.
And nobody, either one actually trained in first aid or what to do for anybody. They just picked you up, hauled you there, and dropped you off.
Yeah.
And things are a lot different these days. Been a big change. I'm glad you're doing all right, Sharon. She said she's okay and Paul's okay. Her sister's not doing real good, apparently. And
we're still keeping her in our prayers there, Sharon.
Yeah, she's on our list.
So hopefully
and you too, because anytime somebody in the family has cancer, it affects everybody.
Well, sure it does. Not only mentally, but physically as well. Puts a toll on everybody's body.
Yeah, we've been through that with different family members on our side, so we know what you're going through, hon.
Yeah. Well, especially me, when I found out I had cancer, and it puts a lot of worry on your mind about whether or not you're making the right decision for the right treatment. You know, they give you so many options to choose from, and you just don't know which would be the best. So you kind of just shooting in the dark and hope that you make the right decision, which I think I did. I've been cancer free for about 10 years or longer now. So that helps.
Okay, but Sharon says her son caught a bad infection. And so we'll add him to our prayer list.
Her son?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
And Ron says he didn't know Papa Bear was living close. He'd have to check it out.
Yeah, from what I gathered, Ron, he said he's not too far from Siloam Springs, so.
Or that it's not a bad drive for him.
Yeah, not a bad drive, he said.
He said Central Oklahoma, but that can take in a lot of area.
Yeah. I know,
but I don't know exactly where he lives.
Seemed like an awful nice fella. I've been liking his videos he's been putting out. He does a good job on that. He's kind of new to us, so want to welcome him into the YTPC with open arms.
Yeah, he's fairly new, without a whole lot of subs yet, but
no, I don't think he's got but about 60 subs now or something. So give him a thumbs up and sub him there. Help him out a little bit. Let's get him on up there with the rest of us. I think we like about 30 more subs?
No, something like that.
We like
30 something.
I think we'd like about 30 more subs, and we'll be up to that 500 mark. So we'll be having to plan for our
Plan for another giveaway.
plan for another giveaway. I'm like Bass Piper. We've been moving up the pole, but just slow.
That's all right.
Yeah,
Now that old saying, slow and steady wins the race.
yeah, that's what they say. But I wouldn't mind getting to that 1,000 sub. That way, uh, we could cut out what happened. Like this morning, we got down there and we had to go completely offline because we can't record from our phones, and so we had to go off and come back up here and get set up and get back on. And from what I understand, if you get that 1,000 mark, you can
Do a live with,
you do a
with
live
your
with
phone.
do a live with your phone. Now, so that'd help us when we travel someplace. We're not having to carry computers and cords and all that stuff and trying to get it set up. Just like when we go to the pipe show over at Siloam Springs, it'd be a lot easier to record all that from the phone and do it where everybody can see it live.
Yeah, it would be. But
we do what we can do with what we got to do it with. I'll get me a sweet coffee. I'm getting dry.
uh
Tell you what, I've been watching some of the sport on the football and stuff. It's getting about where it's safe to stay at home and watch it on TV. From what I understand and what the news is saying and everything, people are starting to fight inside the bleachers.
it's been happening quite a bit lately
Yeah.
at different ball games and like that. Shoot, even the high school games around here, they wound up having to shut down some of the games because there was a shooting in the stands. One thing or another. This world is going crazy.
Yeah. I remember back when I played baseball and football and stuff. We did it for the sport of it. It didn't matter who won or anything. Of course, everybody wants to be a winner, but there can't be a winner every time. There's got to be some losers. But, you know, you won a game or you lost a game. Everybody walked away happy. It was just knowing that you gave a good game. It ain't that way no more. Everybody wants to fight over things. I don't know what our old world is coming to.
Mm.
Yeah, we better enjoy this evening because it's kind of nice this morning out here. I got a feeling by this afternoon sometimes we're going to have that storm front come through. They say it's supposed to get kind of rough.
Yeah. Well, that's all. No, I don't have any plans to go anywhere.
No, we'll have to start batting down the hatches. Anything can be blowed around or blowed away, we're going to have to pick up and put away.
Mm.
Yeah, yesterday I had Kathy order me some haunted bookshop, and there's something else you ordered there too, wasn't it?
Yeah, but I can't remember right off the top of my head.
I can't neither, but
It was a new one to us, so it's
anyway,
one that's been around a while, but that we hadn't tried.
Anyway, I wanted to get that haunted bookshop ordered in because Everett and Cane Rod usually sucks that pretty dry come close to Halloween. They put in such big orders, us little guys sit over on side can't hardly get none of it. For them two smoking it up.
Yeah, I think they actually said one particular place had already run out.
Yeah.
It just happened to be, it wasn't the one we'd ordered from.
I figure if I'm going to get any, I better get it now.
Yeah, because you were starting to run kind of low on it.
Yeah, I'm down to 2 jars now, so.
Well, hello, Paul.
Well, hey, Paul.
Glad you could join us.
We was just talking about you, Paul. I guess your nose and your ears was itching. So you finally got your training over with, so now you're a free bird, huh? Now when he makes a mistake, he ain't gonna have nobody to blame it on. I tell
I'm
you,
sure he'll do just fine.
yeah. Yeah, I'm sure Paul will do great. He'll make a good ambulance driver. Of course, I don't know how they work their ambulances across the pond there. Over here, you're more than just an ambulance driver. You got to be a licensed as an EMT or a paramedic, one of the two. I think now here in the States, you got to be a paramedic now, then, don't you?
Oh, usually the EMTs do most of the driving and help, but they always have a paramedic on duty too.
Yeah.
Because they can do more things. That's just like the difference in an LPN and an RN as far as what you can do within your job posting.
Tell you what, I've tried several of these Kathy's cigars that Base Piper has recommended, and they're not a bad smoke. This is about my third cigar I've tried from them.
I guess. I don't know.
And
I don't know for sure how many of them you've smoked, but
I think it's about the third one I've smoked from him. And they are a pretty good cigar. You got a chance to pick up one. You happen to see one laying around one of the stores, grab a hold of it.
yeah, Kathy has several different ones. This particular one is just Liga de la Casa.
Yeah, I can't even pronounce the name. Some of these cigars, I have a hard enough time speaking English, much less trying to say some kind of a foreign name. But it's a pretty good little old smoke. If y'all can see the name of that. So he's got some new ones he's coming out. It's called I think Bay said they're called the Naked Pipe.
The Naked Cigars.
Yeah, Naked Cigars.
They come without a band, so there's not a particular name for them. And so some of those no names, just like no name pipes, work pretty good.
Yeah. I've gotten several basket pipes I'll put against any $300 or $400 pipe any day. As far as the way they smoke.
I've got to say, it took a little bit of maneuvering, and these chairs are a little harder to maneuver around than our other ones. But I enjoy these.
Because you can rock in them?
You can rock in them, turning into John. least we don't rock as hard as he does.
No. No, John, he gets to rocking. He rocks and rolls at the same time. Yeah, it's glad to see the Nashville Mafia back on the air. I know they've been off for a while taking a break, but it's been nice seeing them back. So anybody who's not used to them, just they come on a Wednesday night about 8. What is it, 7:45 Central?
About
Something like that.
it's usually about 7:30 or so, I think. But
Yeah.
they usually announce it ahead of time. Some, not always, but occasionally.
Yeah.
Yeah, Skip says he'd like to have a rocking chair out on the patio.
We really got lucky on this. My niece, her and her husband come down and they looking at our old raggedy set that we had. And
Next thing we know, we had boxes delivered.
yeah,
They had went and ordered us a new set.
and I called her up and I asked her, I said, what in the world's going on? She says, well, I know y'all was needing a new patio set and it's your birthday, so happy birthday. And I said, good grief. Spent my whole birthday day putting this stuff together, like wore me out.
She didn't stop and think about that because she had ordered a set similar to what they had, only she'd ordered it from a different place, and it didn't come all put together like hers did. But that's okay.
We got it figured out anyway.
Yeah. And they do sit good. You can actually lean back and enjoy it.
Yeah, you lean back and they're kind of a little springy. You can rock in them. I enjoy that rocking. Bass, I know Bass Piper, he really gets rocking in his sometimes. But that's not as bad as John, though. John's about the worst one I've seen that likes to rock. Boy, he gets that chair bouncing sometimes. Man, we got a couple of hummingbird feeders, baby. We're going to have to fill up.
Yeah. Although it's almost time for them to migrate out, but they still coming around.
Yeah.
Nibbling every once in a while, so I'll probably fix them some fresh stuff later this afternoon.
Yeah. They got that one feeder they like more than any of the others. We got 3 feeders, and the one in the middle is the one they always want to drain dry.
Well, it's a little smaller than the others, so it goes dry quicker.
Yeah.
Hey, Wade, you snuck in as we was talking about you. Bass Piper signed in, babe.
Who?
Bass Piper.
Oh, did he?
Well, and he says he does like to rock.
Oh, how are you doing today, sir? I was just talking about your, I know I ain't saying it right, so you can correct me. Your Kathy cigars. That's what I'm smoking this morning. And it's the, I'm going to let Kathy say it because I can't pronounce that name.
The Liga de la Casa.
Yeah, Calida della...
Liga de la Casa.
Well, whatever it is. That's the one I'm smoking. But it is an awful good cigar. I've had about about three of his cigars, and all three of them's been good. So I might have to stay on the lookout for some more of these.
Yeah, we'll have to make another trip up to Siloam.
Yeah, the little pipe shop up in Siloam's been carrying them. So and I don't think the one in Fort Smith has them. I hadn't seen them in there.
No, but then we hadn't been to the one in Fort Smith lately.
No,
So,
we're gonna have to meet up with old Ron, go over there and sit there and have a good smoke there at the lounge there at the uh, pipe and cigar shop there.
hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, I hope you're doing okay, Ron. Then you're gonna wait and see how he's doing later. Make sure that he don't have what Pam has, or if it was just the antibiotics yesterday. But there's a history timeline at the National Historic Park down in uh in the fort downtown.
Huh? When's
So
that today?
apparently later today.
I hope they don't get rained out there, Ron. I don't know. I know they said late.
Well, hopefully I don't think the storms are supposed to hit here till like 6, 7 o'clock. Maybe the worst of them.
Be over with.
Maybe they'll have most of their stuff done with by then.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Wade, if you're still in here, yeah, we had subscribed to you at one time, but YouTube had knocked a lot of our subscribers off, so we've been having to go back and resub everybody, and it's really been a job. I tell you what.
Yeah, catch back up with everybody.
Yeah, get hooked back up. It's kind of disappointing in a way. You spend all that time and effort with everybody, and then all of a sudden you just look up and everybody's gone. You wonder what in the world's going on, you know. So, I know we hadn't done anything that YouTube should have knocked everybody off of us. So
No, he says they did the same thing to him. So
yeah,
I think a lot of people have had that problem.
yeah, but ours hit with a bunch at one time. I can see one or two every now and then, but they about wiped us completely out.
Yeah. Maybe they thought since we'd gone kind of dormant for a while, we were quitting. You never know. But hopefully we'll get back in the groove and be doing things more regular.
Hopefully. Tell you what, when I retired, I want to retire. I want to do what I'm doing right now, sitting on the front porch in a rocking chair, watching the world go by. I work harder now, retired, than I did when I was working.
It's just you're doing different things.
Yeah, I'm just doing different things. That's all. At least I ain't having to punch a clock. That's the main thing. Yeah, wind kind of picking up some.
Yeah. Got the leaves blowing around enough, it almost sounds like it's raining.
Yeah.
The roof.
Tell you what, I'm gonna have so many cotton picking leaves to try to pick up. It's gonna be unreal.
Mm-hmm.
Usually about first 2 months of spring, of fall, I'm out raking leaves for about every day for about 2 months.
Yeah. Actually, we don't have to do that much of that now. Yeah, there's a lot of it you could leave. And this was just tilling them under in the spring, but then there's a whole lot that gets in areas that we don't want them, and those can go to the compost.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually just kind of mow over them some. But sometimes they get so thick you can't even mow over them and do much good.
Now I got me one of those yard sweepers I bought about midsummer. I hadn't even used it yet. It's still in the box. I got half of it put together.
Mm-hmm. Well, we put it all together and then we kind of broke it back down to get it out of the way. So it's just a matter of putting part of it back together again.
Yeah. So hopefully that's going to cut down on a lot of work.
Looks like Base Piper has been getting a lot of rain too.
Yeah.
But nothing got real messed up from the storm. Well, that's good. That's good. We had about a day and a half of steady rain, and it eased off. But now they're expecting storms to come back in tonight, so we'll wait and see.
Well, I know the video I seen of him this morning. He was talking about getting everything brought into the garage, his garbage can and all that, so he wouldn't have to be chasing all that stuff down the street.
Yep. Well, that's just like us. We had to batten down things on the porch here for a couple of days, and we'll be doing it again after we get done here.
Yeah.
Just in case it does come bad this evening.
I have to make sure all the curtains, I guess you call them things curtains. I don't know. We have to make sure they're rolled up and tucked back. Cushions put in the box, and it look like we got us a nice little old young buck coming up.
Yeah, he's out in the side yard.
Yeah. He's probably coming up looking for something to eat. That's one of the things I really like being out here. I can sit and watch wildlife come and go. But yeah, he's kind of sitting down there looking at us like, what in the world are them folks doing up there?
Well, that sounds like that'd be good, Ron. He said he may ease on down to the fort later and put on his period civilian clothes and just as an excuse to wear them.
Yeah.
He said he thinks it shuts down around 2.
It shuts down at 2 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we'd known about that, we would have drove over there, but a little bit late for it now, I think.
Yeah, he's a lot closer to it than we are.
Yeah. It'd probably take him about 40 minutes to drive over. It'd take us about an hour and a half.
Nah. They'd probably take him less than that, maybe 30 minutes at the
30
most.
minutes.
Mm-hmm. Which that's not a problem. That's not a problem.
Yeah, because he lives right there on the Oklahoma and Arkansas line there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to have to come over and go to the smoke shop, sit around and tell a few tales and have a good smoke here, Ron, before weather gets too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a niece that's living up at Yukon, and been kind of wanting to go back up there and see her and checking a few of the smoke pipe shops out up there. I think they got some over at Oklahoma City. I'd like to kind of go over and look around and see what all those folks might have over in that area.
Yeah, you never know.
No. Might find a pipe over there that's got my name written all over it, and I'll just have to buy it.
Like last time?
Yeah.
And you've been hunting for a place to be able to put it?
Yeah. I might have to build a new pipe cabinet put all the other pipes in, I think. But then I got to find a place to put the pipe cabinet.
Yeah.
I'm running out of room.
Definitely doing that. Between the pipes and the cigars and humidors and like that, we've got just about every spot in our little old trailer took up.
Yeah. I got
You might have to break down and build some uh, freestanding small cabinet or something like that.
freestanding. Where would I even put a freestanding? It the walls all full, floors all full.
Yeah, most of our tabletops are full.
Yeah, most tabletops are all full. I got the one big pipe cabinet that I made, and then several pipe stands, and then two uh, wine, two of the wine humidors for the cigars. I've got my big humidor, and you got yours.
Yeah.
We're pretty well running out of room on stuff.
The base piper says you're just gonna have to build you a man cave. The only thing is we ain't got a place to put one.
Yeah,
Most of the thing he's got is down in his shop. And we found out this morning you sure can't do a live from down there because you can't pick up the signal.
I can make videos down there, but I can't do a live down there.
Don't have a good enough signal.
My tractor shed, it's full. It's got the tractor in it, and lawnmowers, and weed eaters, and chainsaws, and all that. That thing's packed full. And I got my boat shed with a boat under it. That takes up all of it. So I think what I need to do is just buy some more land somewhere and just build a castle, I guess.
I don't think so. Okay, Ron says that Pam says it's actually a fall festival they're doing.
Mm.
And it's kind of spread out, even having a marathon race downtown. So he's wondering if he could even get to the old fort.
I didn't know there was a fort there.
Yeah, there is, because it's where it got its name.
Downtown?
Yeah, they've got the old fort down there.
I never have noticed it. Where's it at?
Well, you'd have to find out for sure. I don't know exactly. Although I have seen things posted about down around the old fort.
Yeah.
And like that.
We'll have to go over there and act like tourists and check things out.
Yep.
We got any tourists' clothes we can wear so we can blend in with all the other tourists?
Oh, I'm sure we can figure something out.
I know we got a fort over at Port Gibson. We've been to it a couple of times.
Yeah, but it's changed a lot since way back when we went.
Yeah.
No, I know it's there because I remember, when Cliff came down and was doing that work over there.
Yeah.
When he had a break, he went down there and filmed a little bit and looked around.
Well, Cliff did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hadn't always seen Cliff or heard from Cliff.
Well, speak of the devil, and who should pop in?
Is that old Cliffy?
Yeah.
Well, hey, Cliff, I just figured say I hadn't heard from you or seen you in a while. How you been doing, bub?
Apparently he's okay. He said he can't stay on very long because he's down at a dental meeting in Little Rock, and they were having a coffee break, and he saw that we were on.
Well, enjoy yourself. hope y'all not gonna get none of this bad weather like we're fixing to get later on this evening. They're talking about a lot of high winds and with a possibility of a few tornadoes, maybe. So I hope not.
You've been busier than a cat in a little box.
Yeah, I know how that is. I've been cotton picking busy myself here lately. I've kind of met myself coming and going. But I got my shop all cleaned up, got all the lawnmowers out of the way, got everybody took care of through the summer. So now I can kick back and work on pipes and do what I want to do for a while. And by the way, am drinking a cup of coffee this morning.
No,
Wrong
I
with
had one, but it stayed in the shop.
Just stayed in the shop.
It's pretty much empty anyway. He says he's still loving that Sir Winston. I'm surprised he still has any of it.
Yeah, that's been a while. You've been smoking that kind of slow.
Sometimes when you find something you like, you do stretch it out.
Yeah. Well, if you start running low, you need some more, give me a holler at it, and I'll pick you up some next time I go over.
Okay. Well, it was good to have you on, Wade. He's going to have to jump off, but he.
Yeah, appreciate you, Wade. Glad you was here. Hope you have a good weekend. And we appreciate your coming on, paying us a visit. Always nice to hear from everybody, even if it's just to say hi and bye.
Mm-hmm.
We know how things can get sometimes. It can get pretty busy. But yeah, we just kind of kick back and enjoying today while we can.
Well, hey, Troy. Look at Troy signed in.
Well, hey, Troy. I hadn't seen Troy in a while. Got a son sitting over with that dumb bird of his.
Oh, Miss Jackie.
Is it the Jackie bird? He got his wings clipped so he can't fly.
Feathers are in bad shape.
Oh. Yeah,
Yeah, she's a rescue.
Yeah, he rescued this bird, so it was pretty abused from what he says, and so he's trying to. It's a he or a she?
She.
She. So he's trying to get her back in shape.
Hello, pretty girl.
Don't reach out this one.
Mm-mm.
This one bites you right.
Yeah, she looks a little bit bigger than the other.
No, she's not as big as.
She not?
She's not as big as
smaller
Oosty.
She's older than Oosty. She's
Yeah.
about 30 years old.
Yeah. You can bring her around here and show it to everybody there.
We'll lean forward
I
and
lean forward.
let you say hi.
This is what my son does for a hobby. Mess with critters. This place is about like a zoo over there.
Yeah, you got one on your right here behind you too.
What?
You had a hitchhiker on you.
No.
Oh,
Giant walking stick.
stick. Yeah, they've been all
Yeah.
over the place. Yeah, and walking sticks been everywhere.
Fixing to put them both in their outside aviary so I can clean their cages and clean the house.
Yeah, I was sitting here the other morning. It's still dark, and I had one of them walk up, crawled up underneath my pants leg, and started up my leg. I didn't know what in the world was crawling up my leg. I was about to come out of a pair of pants. And I realized it was just one of those old praying mantis walking sticks. I tell you, when when you're sitting in the dark watching the world go by and you feel something creeping up your legs, not a very good feeling. You don't know what, especially when you live out in the woods like we do, you don't know whether it's a spider, snake, or what.
Yeah, you never know around here. Oh, hey, Chip. Morning to you, too.
Oh, Chip.
Man, we're doing pretty good.
We just been kicked back and enjoying the morning, enjoying sitting here seeing everybody and getting to talk to everybody. It's been
Oh.
really nice.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Cliff, you take care.
Yeah.
Hope your meeting goes good.
I hope you have a safe trip back home, Cliff. Give the family a big hug and a squeeze for us.
And Ron was saying that part of that stuff going on at Judge Parker's courthouse in Gallows,
Yeah.
and it's just off Garrison Avenue, which I know where Garrison is. So maybe come sometime in the middle of the week and they can meet us there and we can all look around.
Yeah. We could do that.
Yeah, because he said before he got laid up with his cancer and like that, he was going to be a volunteer docent there at the park.
Oh.
And then wasn't able to follow through with it.
Yeah.
So you never know. You may still wind up doing something like that.
Well, yeah.
He does seem to know his stuff about things like that.
Well, yeah. Yeah. Give us a holler at. We're pretty well free at any time there, Ron. Since I've got the shop shut down now and we got a lot more time on our hands, give us a holler at when it's convenient for you, and we'll hook up. I wouldn't mind going back over to that catfish place, but I think last time we talked to Rhonda, he said they shut down or something, didn't
I don't know. They may have changed their hours or
he?
something.
Changed the hours or something?
We can work around it.
Yeah. Yeah, just give us a
And I'm
holler.
sure there's plenty of nice places over there besides that. Although that was a pretty good place to eat.
Yeah. Yeah, just give us a holler at Ron when y'all have some time on your hands. Never know, we might be able to get a hold of old Papa Bear and find out exactly where he's at, and we could all meet up
Never know.
somewhere.
Never know.
You know, he said in one of his videos he didn't hardly have anybody to smoke a pipe with unless he got online. So he might be close enough to me and Ron. We could all get together and just have a good pipe smoke.
Yeah, you never know. You never know.
Yeah.
Because we've met lots of good folks on this thing, and some of them we find out are fairly close by, and some aren't. But we've still become really good friends with them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one that we ain't heard from in quite a while. He lives over at Siloam. Trying to think of his name, drawing blank on his name right now. Hadn't heard from him in a long time.
Yeah, he's pretty much quit posting anything.
Yeah.
Full Dottle.
Yeah, Full
That
Dottle.
was his channel name.
Full Dottle. Yeah, he lives over at Siloam, and he's pretty well. I don't know if he got married. He was fixing to get married or something, and then he just kind of went numb on the YouTube. He don't do much. So I guess that married life does it to some people. Tell you what, this Kathy's smoking pretty good. I about got it smoked down to the snub that won't be much longer. It'll be burning my lips.
Okay, Troy, we're in eastern Oklahoma. We're kind of in the northern part, near the Tahlequah area. Ron, if I remember, is just a little south of us. He's down close to Poteau.
Yeah, we're still kind of up in the Ozarks.
He's down in the little lower section of it.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're about,
but we're close enough to the Arkansas state line. A lot of the things that we go to and like that are over in Arkansas.
yeah, been doing which,
Now, Papa Bear, I know he lives somewhere here in Oklahoma, central Oklahoma, but I don't know exactly where. Okay. Okay, Troy's up in Colorado.
oh, Colorado. Colorado's a nice country. From what I've heard about it, never have been there, but
Yeah, it's beautiful country.
I think you've been up that way, haven't you?
I have been through there a few times, and the one time that my folks broke down and actually took a vacation, that's what we did. We went up through Colorado, sightseeing and stuff. Well, I mean, that's to be expected, Ron. That's like one of the places around here have changed their hours and are open like Thursday through Saturday. He said the barn is like everybody else. They raise their prices some and are only open Thursday to Saturday.
Well, I guess that's the way where you wouldn't have to work too hard. If you raise your prices, you wouldn't have to stay open as long. So you can pick your hours and what you want to serve.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, that's just like down at the Princess. They're just open Thursday through Saturday.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, life gets in the way of a lot of things. I know that's what happened with them, and they had to tone back their hours because of family.
Because of family, and not only that, when winter months get here, things really slow down for around here. So, because we're mostly in the tourist section, a lot of people come up here to the lake, and so in the wintertime, hardly anybody comes around the lake. So, business kind of tends to slow down quite a bit.
Yeah. And so basically, they've gone to their winter hours year round.
Yeah.
Okay, Troy, glad you could join in with us for a little while. Good to see you.
Yeah. Nice talking to you. And, we'll catch you down the road. Glad you was able to stop by and give us a holler at.
Yeah, I agree, Donnie. Everything's getting expensive everywhere.
Boy, ain't that the truth. See, I've been thinking about a new truck and everything, but I tell you, every time I look at them prices that they're asking for these new trucks, I just can't hardly afford it.
Oh,
Yeah.
we might could now that both of ours are paid for, but I don't want to pay the kind of price they're asking
Well, I don't either. I mean,
because it's not worth that much. None of them are.
no. And with this strike that they got going on, that's going to drive prices even higher. So,
Or it'll give them an excuse to do higher prices.
yeah.
But I can't blame the people, for hollering because, yeah, the big bosses are getting paid big.
Big money.
And making big money off of the way they jacked all the prices up, and but not sharing it with the workers.
Yeah, when the workers are the ones that does all the work.
So I can see their point to a bit, but if they get what they want, then that'll just give the big shots an excuse to raise the prices even worse. So it's a double-edged sword. Darn if you do, and darn if you don't.
Yeah. I think what the government ought to do is just go in and step in and freeze prices, just like Reagan did when he was in office. He froze prices on everything. Nothing could go up
Yeah,
and nothing
for a
could
while.
go down. Yeah, for a while.
And the only thing is, when it unfroze, it went wild.
Yeah. When they unfroze it, man, it went to climbing like crazy.
So that's another one of those double-edged sword things. You know, you can't know what will work good and what won't.
Well, prices, everything going up, but except for your wages, and your wages don't go up to meet the demand of the increase of the prices.
No, that's true. That's true.
Especially if you're on a fixed income, because Uncle Sam, they don't care how high it gets, they're only going to give you so much to live off of, and that's it.
That's true. That's true. Well, babe, we had been on well over our usual hour, even
Well,
counting our few minutes we messed up and had to restart. So,
yeah, that was our fault. So we didn't know how well that was going to work, and it didn't work too well.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, some of y'all that weren't here right at the beginning, we started out in one area and couldn't get a good enough signal and had to shut down the live and then come up on the porch and restart it.
we appreciate everybody that had patience with us and was willing to wait until we got things straightened back up and come right back to us. We really thank y'all for that. It really meant a lot to us, which y'all all mean a lot to us. We enjoy doing our lives. We enjoy talking to everybody, and we enjoy just seeing everybody in good spirits. It's like,
Well, thanks for the update, Ron. He said Full Doddle was living in Huntington, Arkansas, Madison County. Made another video last week and is planning on some more. So we'll have to look Dallas back up.
yeah. I sure liked his web that he had.
Yeah.
He did a lot of tobacco review, and I enjoyed a lot of his tobacco reviews.
Yeah. It helped us out a lot when we were first starting.
Yeah, when we first started out, we didn't know anything, because back when I first started smoking a pipe was about 100 years ago. You didn't have much choice on what tobacco you smoked. It's just whatever you could find in the drug stores or grocery store. But now there's just thousands of different blends that you can try out. That's kind of why I kind of stick with the old timer blends, the Carter Hall and Sir Walter Raleigh and Prince Albert and them. It's kind I grew up on. But I cut my teeth on smoking a pipe.
Yeah. But it's good to know some of these others and like that, because they
Yeah.
got some good stuff out there. Wow.
But we're going to go ahead and start trying to sign off here, give somebody else a chance to jump on. I know we ain't been getting very many people here lately, but somebody might decide they want to do a live, and we don't want to be in their way.
That's true. That's true.
But it has been nice seeing everybody and talking to everybody, and I can't make any promise, but we're going to try to do more lives if we can, when we can.
Yeah, we may not be free every Saturday, but we'll try to be here most Saturdays, somewhere between 9 and 10.
Yeah. We usually like trying to do them early in the morning. That way it gives our Pipe brothers and them across the pond a chance to jump on. Especially that brother of mine, Badge. He lives across the pond. And I always like hearing from him and seeing how him and his better half is doing.
Okay, we'll look forward to hearing from you. Pam said they'd call later this evening
Okay.
and tell us their schedules, and maybe we can
Work something out.
work something out.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah, just give us a call there, Ron. So, want to say thank you to everybody for being in our lives. We really appreciate it. We appreciate the comments. We appreciate the subbings and the thumbs up and everything, all that good stuff. We really appreciate a lot of it. So, everyone take care of each other and have a good weekend and a good week. You know, if you can, pray for the ones that need to be prayed for, and if you're not the praying kind, at least give them a thought or two. Even just a thought of them getting well can help a whole lot.
Yes,
So,
it can.
Uh,
It's all in the intent.
it's all the same. So thank y'all for being with us and having patience with us, even though we messed up at the beginning, but we appreciate the patience. So God bless each and every one of you. And it's like my grandpa, I always heard him say, may all the angels in heaven smile down upon you. The good Lord wrap his loving arms around each and every one of you. So God bless you. Wado, and take care.
Yes, God bless you all. Until next time. Okay.